What's up? What's up? What's going on?
No, what's up, bro?
Ain't too much. Ain't too much. This is like a. I was trying to get it up early, but I needed to. I needed to. I couldn't get in Facebook so I could read the questions. I'm
Oh,
like, dang.
What's up?
hey, Miss
What's
Lady.
up? I wanted to see was Keys gonna get in the house in time. Hopefully, get on later. But we got to get this on the road because it's a lot of questions to unpack about this movie. It's a real good one tonight.
Let me type
Like,
it.
let me put
I forgot
Boomerang.
how funny that joint was.
Yeah,
I'm typing it so
Mind
you
you,
can
I,
pin it.
mind you,
you
I watched
typing?
the joint today. You know what I'm saying? I watched it today. I was
You
in
watching
this
today?
joint balling. I was balling, man. I was cracking up at everything, man. But like the crazy part about it, on certain parts, each one of them remind me of us, like in certain ways. I was like, oh, that's AO right there, or oh, that's Q right there, or whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So it's hilarious though.
So tonight's episode, the Homeboys Conversation, is got me on there, got my man T, got our resident homegirl Siobhan on there. I see you sporting a new shirt.
Yeah, I gotta rep my HBCU, the
Yeah,
Florida A&M University.
yeah. Hopefully, one of the other homeboys get on tonight. But we getting into a movie, a real good one, a Boomerang. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna go around like in the circle to ask basic questions. And the question should be, I'm asking basic questions off a little different. Basically, is this a classic that you can watch over and over and over? Or it's just one of those movies that was good that you watched it before? Siobhan, start with
Over
you.
and over and over until you learn every word. Absolutely.
Okay, okay. T, is this one of those classic movies that you can watch over and over again? Or if it was just like it's good just the one time you saw
No, it definitely is one you watch over and over again. Like I
it?
said, I watched it today, and it was just as funny as it was when I watched
Just
it
as
the first
funny,
time.
just as
So
Yes.
funny. Yeah,
yeah,
this is definitely one, it's starting to get cold, it's about to get classic. Definitely is. Yeah, it's starting to get cold, so when y'all sit in the house and y'all ain't got nothing to do, this is something y'all gonna pop in. Now, because we got so many questions, I'm really just gonna be asking the questions about the movie, and just going down the list. One of the first questions, and we always start with Siobhan, but I'm gonna start with the homeboy this time. One of the first questions I want to ask: the movie kicks off. One of the funniest parts is when he kicks off with the commercial. The kissing commercial. When he got the cherries, got the fruit, and all that. Here's the strange thing: even though I believe back then things were a little sensitive, and even now we feel like things are more sensitive. But T, do you feel like they could have played that kissing commercial this day and age?
they probably could have got away with it this day and age. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of wild stuff going on, man. You got music videos a little extreme now. You know what I'm saying? So they probably more than likely they could have got away with it if they'd have played it. You know what I'm saying? As long as it wasn't nothing, going against,
Yeah.
who got
Going
problems.
against
You
this,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they
So,
Siobhan,
could get away with it.
so
you think
I
they could
think I think everything except for the banana. I still think.
I don't know.
So out of everything, you
I
feel
feel
like
like
that's the most extreme part.
I think that
The
was
I
the
feel
most
banana.
like they
extreme
could have
part.
got away with it this day and
You
age.
think so? I mean, I know everything is sexualized, but that banana was just too over. It's just like, okay, wait a minute now.
I don't, but we see this type of stuff happening this day and age. We see this type of stuff happening now. I'm
Yeah.
sure we done had some commercials where you looking like, whoa, they playing that like. I mean, you have people, men kissing each other now on TV. So for
Right.
some reason, I feel like they could have got away with that. Let me tell you this one thing: it would have been playing on YouTube. If that was a real place, listen, they would have played that commercial on YouTube.
They got a Skittles commercial that got banned.
Yeah.
The dude, like the you know what I'm talking about? The Skittles bust out the pack on the lady face.
Oh yeah.
And she was down on her knees like this, so the Skittles was coming out of her face. Yeah, they banned that joke. But that was like early 2000.
Yeah.
But now they could, yeah.
That's why I feel like that commercial and Boomerang could have got played this day and age. I'm gonna start with you because me and Siobhan actually had this conversation, but I'm gonna let her answer it after.
You picking on me?
Huh? No. I just seen the fall in line. Let me ask you this. What was Martin's character name in the movie? And you just watched it.
My boy. That's my boy. My boy. My boy. That's all I kept hearing them say. Those my boys.
Do anybody remember Martin's character's name in the movie Boomerang?
Anybody remember? Type it in the comments.
Anybody remember Martin's character name in Boomerang? It was
funny
because before I watched it, Siobhan asked me his name, and for the life of me, I could not figure out his name because I watched that movie a bunch of times, and I never paid attention to them ever calling his name.
Yeah.
I never paid attention to any of those details. That's like finally finding out that Tommy ain't really have a job. Like nobody knew that until Martin and them brung it up in the TV show.
Yeah.
Everybody knew it. Everybody else did, but for years you didn't know what Tommy did. I see our girls ain't on tonight. Keep killing them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Siobhan, let them know. What was Martin's name?
His name is Tyler.
Man, I didn't hear them say that in that movie at all.
When you go back and watch it, you're going to hear his name a few times. Then you're going to be like, oh, man, watch.
That's why it ain't stick. Because that name don't even... I said, that's why I didn't stick, because that name don't even fit Martin.
Yeah.
Tyler, yeah. See, they said
she
it...
said she just looked it up.
Yeah, they said it 3 times in the movie. That was the funny part.
Yeah.
They only said his name 3 different times in the movie. When something like that, what was my name? I'm like, I have no idea. I really had no idea what this man's name was. Sticking on the Martin character, again, like I said, I got a bunch of questions. Dude, you know, Martin was the Black Panther dude. Do you think Martin was just before his time, or he was just too radical? Siobhan.
I mean, you know, I'm not. I think he was a little bit too radical. Everything was racial. Like, I mean, some of the stuff was valid, but it's like, okay, the asparagus spears. Come on now.
T.
I feel like the brother was before his time, man. I'm going to say I had my moments like that when I put little things together. Like, hold up, you know what I'm saying? Like the pool table thing. Now that right there. Think about it. That's just like golf.
Yeah.
You put the white ball into the green earth. The white man effing Mother Earth.
But see, you gotta understand now. At first, I thought about that just like everybody else. But then you got to think about this. Other than the black ball, white ball can't be anything else. It would just be a whole bunch of white balls. It's no other alternative. Balls. But yeah.
Why the black ball couldn't be the one that hit all the other balls?
Why the black ball couldn't be the one that hit all the other balls?
Yeah.
But you couldn't have a white ball then.
The white ball could be the one you knocked in last to win the game.
Yeah.
I guess if that's how we go see it.
Once the black ball conquers all,
because y'all gotta understand this. Most of the balls are actually white. The lower balls are actually white with numbers on it.
He's taking us for the white man, Siobhan.
I'm really pointing out
Get him here.
Honest
Ain't that what he said? Ain't that what he said? Get him here.
When it comes to it, most of all the balls are technically white, other than the black ball. And the black ball have some white in it. So basically, I feel like that was a little invalid. I feel like it was needed. And of course the movie actually played into the stereotype, because when he shot the ball, he was like, it knocks the mess out of the red ball, it knocks the mess out the yellow ball. So he basically played in a racial stereotype, and it seemed to add up. But that's good, that's cool. Now, early in the movie, while they was out eating, Eddie Murphy actually went out and bought a dog leash, to try to get the attention of a young lady he actually walked past. I'm going to start with you, T. Have you ever done something outside of your norm to get the attention of a woman? Outside of something normal would do?
Nah, because most of the stuff I do is normal. Like, I would normally do that. Like, so it's not out the norm. Like, nah. I mean, I wouldn't have bought that leash, though. That's a little extreme.
That's a little extreme.
Yeah, I ain't that pressed for her. I'd have walked up to her, asked her, could she help me find my dog? I ain't need the leash. I ain't need the prop. I got game. She gonna believe me anyway.
The leash plays it all way. The leash.
She gonna believe me anyway. The joint ran on my hand with the leash around his neck. So
his lie was that he let him off the leash for a little bit.
Yeah, I would have told a different one. Yeah. I ain't paying $20 for no leash.
He wanted her. Siobhan, have you ever done something outside of the norm to get the attention of a guy?
So look, okay, this was when I was in my 20s, right? I got a caveat there because I'm grown.
You gotta start off.
I'm good and grown.
I always start off with the 90s.
This was like the early 2000s. I was still young. So I had started working, right? And my cubicle was right by the hallway, and I could hear people's voices. So it was a particular guy that I was kind of sweet on back then. So when I heard his voice in the hallway, I instantly got, especially if I had on something cute, I would get up and just act like I was walking across the hall to the bathroom so they could see me or whatever. So yeah, I did that. I did that.
That's what they do.
I
think we all, I actually was out one time and actually danced to get there. And I know that might seem like, that's small. I don't dance. So I actually did a little two-step just to get the attention of them. Like, I'm doing something outside of my normal routine.
Did it work? Did you get her number?
Yeah, I actually got her number.
She gave him the number. She gave you the number so she could teach you how to dance. But I mean, whatever works, right?
Whatever works. Nah, Riz, dancing is crazy. You know what I'm saying, Shay? Know what I'm saying, Shay? This was her, like she said, back in the days. It was like, oh yeah, like I'm faking. I'm not dancing all, but I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can so I don't look stupid, but I still get her attention. Like, it worked.
Hilarious.
Now, as Martin get home, one of the questions that I'm sure we all have done before. I'm sure everybody who watching it. Martin gets home and Tisha Campbell, the neighbor, I forgot her name.
Oh, you talking about not Martin, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy get home. And his neighbor is up there at the fence. She scream on him. She curse him out every time she see him. The question I want to ask is, and I'm going to start with you, Siobhan. Is it ever okay to date a neighbor? Woo! Okay. Let me think about this. Is it ever okay to date a neighbor? I mean, that's tough. I would say it is okay, but just tread lightly, because if it don't work out, they're going to be scoping out your joint or something. I don't know. Maybe it's too close for comfort, but if they look real good, though, you don't want to pass up on it.
I'm going to say this. It's not good to date your neighbor. I haven't dated my neighbor, but it's not good to date your neighbor, okay? Because, I mean, if you want to do something with your neighbor, that's one thing. But to date your neighbor, that's a whole nother thing. If you're just going to do something, you got to make sure you establish what it is if you're going to do something. But that's nah. You bringing somebody else in, like, nah, that's too much. No, that's too much.
It is.
Nah. Fine, though. Like,
I say you can do something with them if that's the case. You could do something with them if that's the case, but you need to establish that this is just us about to do whatever we do, but we not about to date. We can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Lippy 89, she understand. It can happen.
Yeah, she said she would. But here's the thing. I think let's be honest.
Yeah.
Are we too pessimistic that we believe everything is going to fail? So because of that, we fear that type of interaction. Because if it fails, then all of a sudden we got to walk past a neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now here's the flip side of it. Is it especially if you and your neighbor have similar times y'all come and go? Mm-hmm. Would it also make a change? I think what plays a part is, do I really want to see this person so much right now? Like, every time you see him, it's like, imagine getting out your car and they getting out your car. Y'all always got to stop. Even if, you always got to stop and say, because y'all kind of talking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't just like, hey, and keep moving, because it's going to stop being awkward tension. And I just think that's a bad dynamic. I have done it in the past, but I do, when I'm looking back at it now, I'm like, that's a bad dynamic.
Don't do it.
I went out on a date with a neighbor, just one date. And, I mean, it wasn't nothing. We was cool afterwards.
So he never asked you out no more?
Mm-mm. We were talking at the mailbox.
The date was whack. It's like, I'm playing. I'm just playing.
See, but what if just like you just said, what if he was like, yeah, when we gonna go out again, this and the third? You can't just ghost him like you could ghost another person.
Words, to be honest.
Stay
I ain't really, you cool or whatever, but I ain't really seen you like that.
Now you got angry neighbor.
Yeah.
He leaving. He's playing knick-knock on your door. All types of stuff. Telling the mail lady you don't live there no more.
Yeah.
Gotta be that bad.
Okay. I'm gonna go with T on this one because it seemed like a funny. Early again, he ended up having a young lady over, and he ended up welling to her. He ended up lying to her. Have you ever told a lie to gain sympathy from somebody you dating? T, you got to be honest on the Homeboy podcast.
What?
You got to be honest on the podcast.
What you mean? What?
Have you ever told a lie to draw some type of sympathy to get her, even to get her in bed? Let's be honest.
I'm not dating her yet, though, right? Or you talking?
No.
Hold on, man.
No.
Oh shit! Nah, man, no.
You don't know.
I said no.
Siobhan, you said yeah.
She said T said yeah.
Oh.
I mean, look. Goodness gracious. I mean, it depends on the situation.
You saying the whole lot and ain't saying nothing. I'm just
because it's like it's complicated, man. It's complicated. It's a complicated question. It's layers. I'm like an onion. You gotta put layers back. It's layers. So was I lying to get in bed? Is that?
Yeah, that's basically. Okay. Would you lie to get in bed?
Yeah.
I might not have lied. I might have, stretched the truth. You know what I'm saying? Or I might have made it sound more beneficial to her, but in the end, I still get what I want.
Yeah.
But there was no lie. You know what I'm saying? I just presented an offer and whatnot, or the situation, and it played out in my favor. That's the answer I'm gonna go with. It sound about right.
Okay.
So that's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay, we're gonna keep you right there. You need some more water. Siobhan.
Oh, that's wine right there.
That's wine.
I knew it was gonna get a little real. I knew it was gonna get a little real. Just a little bit.
See, that's why we gotta get the wine in.
Right.
Siobhan, have you ever lied to gain sympathy from a man?
No. Now, have I played the victim? Yes.
It's kind of similar.
I didn't lie though. That was my true story. I wanted him to feel sorry.
See what I'm saying?
So you found the situation where you gained sympathy, based off you making it seem like the situation was more dire straight than it was, or that you was over the situation?
It was my true feelings, and I just
Reg, you make it sound the way you ask this question
I'm
just
asking
make
the
it sound
question, like,
so devious
right.
and like we got malicious intent and whatnot. Like, come
well,
on now, brother.
it's selfish intent.
You don't have to say
Yes,
Selfish
it
intent.
absolutely is. Yes.
Yeah,
you don't
I
have to say
had
gain
ulterior motives,
sympathy.
Huh?
Yeah,
I'm sure we all. I'm sure I
I
done
ain't
done
want no
it once
damn
or twice.
sympathy. I wanted some cheeks.
Yeah. But you knew the sympathy would get you the cheeks. Okay, since Tioma held that up, like,
I'm sorry,
on to
y'all.
the next one. I'm sure the answer might be different from women and men. He gets to her house, she invites him in. I seen this from the back. I felt like, this is childish, but Siobhan, I'm gonna start with you. You go to a man's house for the first time. You goes into his room. He got a room full of teddy
Oh,
bears.
you seen them teddy bears? I saw that too.
Would you get turned off at that particular point,
a
or
man
do
with
it burn to me?
with teddy bears on his bed. A man.
How about this, Siobhan? Not teddy bears. Let's say he got like action figures and stuff, like
Like G.I.
comic book
Joe
stuff
man
and all that.
on
And
his
like,
dresser.
I guess, yeah.
Like in the 40-year-old virgin.
Oh man. You said what's your question? Would that be a turn off?
Yeah, would that be a turn off? You come to man's house and you go in this room. Let's say you go in this room and he have like a chest and he got all these different action figures up, like Superman, Incredible Hulk, and all that.
So it depends on what his swag level is like. Like if he was like the 40-year-old version, then I probably wouldn't even made it that far to the bedroom. So if I'm to the bedroom, then his swag was on full, so I wouldn't care. I'm like, oh, he collected stuff. That's fine. 'Cause I'm not here for that. So it wouldn't matter.
Hell no, they gonna turn me off. I move them motherfuckers off the bed. You tripping? I knock them jokes right off to the side. I'm gonna ask her. I'm saying, why the hell you got all these teddy bears? You know what I'm saying? But you could tell she was kind of like a little off a little bit, yeah. So I might not even questioned it. I would have just probably walked in there. I probably would have walked in that joint like, makes sense, and then I'd have got it on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Turn off all the way. Lip underscore 89 said turned off all the way. Hey, the joint left.
If he had teddy bears, but
I said if he had teddy bears,
so no big deal for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For me, I don't know if the teddy bears would have like threw me for a loop. I would have felt like it was a bit childish. But I don't know, like you said, I done already made my way to the room. My focus is on something else. Like, let me knock these goofy joints off the bed. Now, here's the difference. Has she got offended on how rough I treated her teddy bears? That might would have changed the narrative. Like, I'm like, yeah, move these joints off. She, put my babies right here. Like, I would get weirded out.
I still would have hit her, Red.
Huh?
I still would have hit her. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I knocked Snuggles upside the head. Like, let me put him right here. Let's continue. Don't let that ruin the good evening.
Oh man.
Now we see the pod Eddie Murphy hit. He raised the sheets, and in his words, the woman had hammer time. The next day when he talking to his boys, he let them know like what was the issue, man. You know what I'm saying? He let her know, man, she got hammer time, I can't do it. When they was like, man, look, you don't ever feed, and they was like, man, the girl not too bright anyway, this, that, and the third, because just like you said, would that had deterred, like, stop you from dating somebody with bad feet or unintelligent teeth? I see you shaking your head.
Nope. We could go on dates to the library, and I could buy her endless socks. 5 and Below sell packs of socks. I could buy her socks.
5 and Below.
Just keep your socks on, and we good. You know what I'm
saying? Siobhan, with that intelligence and bad feet,
so
do that matters to women?
Bad feet doesn't matter to me as long as you not like, because most guys,
just like that.
like that. bad feet is not a big deal, but you gotta have some type of intellect. Though we're not gonna be able to date if you're not, intelligent. That's a red flag for me, a deal breaker.
Yeah. Bad feet. I don't know if I would have seen it as such a turn off, depending on how much chemistry we had. I understand some even women have bad feet. I ain't got to put his toes to what's name. I think it's more attractive if her feet look nice, but I can't necessarily say would have been a total turn off. Intelligence, that would have threw me off. That would have drove me crazy. Like that was that baby talk stuff, knock knock.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm saying? A scared little boy named Marcus.
And I'd have been like, yes, Marcus has problems. Let Marcus vent. Let me tell you.
Okay. Next question. Again, I'm gonna start with you on
Oh, this I see what's going on. What's up?
No, it just seemed like
no, I like it.
Are really male driven.
Yeah, let's go.
Would you had been one of those people who have let Lady Eloise trick you into having sex?
Yep, I tell y'all all the time, I meet an old rich lady, I'm gonna knock her down. Yep, I'd have knocked Eloise down.
Hold on, the question is, how many of y'all would have slept with Lady Eloise if you could have helped advance your career? So basically,
I would have, yes. I would be a co-CEO or CEO, whatever you want me to be. I'm going to be that because I'm going to knock Eloise down. I'll probably hit her a couple times if it's going to help me advance my career. I ain't going to lie. Or the kid, she ain't look that bad. And I kind of like the little purring and all that, little kitty cat purrs and all that. I'd have knocked the dust off her old ass. You tripping, boy. So you wouldn't. You tripping.
Siobhan. You thinking this person, man, about to put you in the best position. Like, man, you about to get this dream job. You don't think you could have, the swag couldn't have?
I would do it. No.
Hold on. What was her name? Stoney? Stoney will set it off?
What's his name? His name was Nate. I'm in the bag, Nate.
I'm in the bag, Nate. You telling me you wouldn't have been in the bag, Siobhan?
I can't.
She slid her glasses off. She's like, Mr. Nate, I'm in the bind, Mr. Nate.
I can't. That is nasty.
No. I mean, we're talking about.
Come on, Red.
Hold up. Here's the only problem, though, T. I would have felt like if I end up sleeping with her to get my career, I felt like she would have used it against me in the long run anyway. That would have been my fear. That would have been that would have been more of my fear because I'd have felt like, man, you actually like, I feel like you gonna throw it back in my face later.
You don't want somebody having nothing over you.
Let her cut you off. Like, start acting a little different so she could cut you off. She gonna make it so she get tired of you. Obviously, she like throw herself on dudes. So be all on her back. She gonna get tired of you. Like, nah, baby, you need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Then you can leave her alone. Rez, come on, stop lying. You gonna hit that lady, Rez. You tell me you're gonna hit that lady.
Let me say this.
She wasn't even wrinkled.
I couldn't do it for the career. If I would have thought about,
you hit her just for the money.
Huh? I would have had to do that. It would have had to be immediate gratification. Like, I would have needed to check right then and there was some money right then and there. I couldn't do it for that career because. What'd you say?
She might have smelled like mothballs or something, y'all.
Nah, man, she was too elegant, man. She was too elegant.
Hold up.
I know.
She worked for a perfume club. She was Lady Eloise. Like,
I might have got her old ass pregnant.
Oh my God.
It's like, no, I'm just talking shit.
Grandma.
Okay, I'm gonna start with Siobhan in this one. Eddie Murphy comes in after he didn't got tricked by Lady Eloise. He comes in and he sees Robin Givens. When he catch Robin Givens, he's who he is. So he goes straight at her. Goes straight at her and let her know how beautiful she is and everything like that. Siobhan, I'm gonna start with you this time. Have you ever seen someone that you thought was the most attractive person you have ever seen, And would you be bold enough to go over there and tell them that?
Absolutely and absolutely, yes. I can definitely. I like complimenting guys, so I can do that. Yeah. You know what?
T.
You looking real nice today. I love that tie. You know you doing the daggone thing. Do your thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure would.
T.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and I can. Yeah, I could. I
Okay.
could do that. I've done that before. I've told somebody they were beautiful and everything. You know what I'm saying? And like really meant it. Like I seen the girl before and was like, but I also seen the girl before. She was so beautiful. I just ain't do it. I was like, I can't get her. I ain't even
That's
about
what
to.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, and I just was looking like. And I was like, nah, I can't get it. I'm gonna just go ahead and just leave it alone. Go on about my way.
I'm sure I done seen some beautiful women where I felt stuck like that, but I'm calculated in the whole thing because, and I didn't talk about this before. I didn't dated you in my head and broke up with you already because I felt like where you at. Like I didn't already see you. It was like wow. And then in my mind, judgment to black men, but in my mind, I'm saying to myself, what is going to actually take to keep you? And then I go through the whole format and we break up all in my head before it even starts. So it's like, it's those type of things that actually occur. Like I just be like, nah, I'm good. Now,
Self-sabotage.
he ended up getting in there and he ended up getting in the elevator with her and finds out that he actually is not going to get a promotion. You know, it was a job he wanted. He felt like he was well qualified. And even though his company was being taken over, Siobhan, do you know the company name that he actually was working for?
Chantrez.
Chantrez. I never knew
You pay
that.
attention. You pay attention. None of that was important to me at the time.
I know
I ain't gonna lie.
movie.
Siobhan, you have a nice career. You know, you seem to. I remember me and you having a conversation before, and you told me that you always seem to like move up in your career as you apply for the job.
Yeah.
Would you have quit a job if you felt like you didn't get a promotion that you was like looking for?
No, I am more of an optimistic person. So if I didn't get it, I'll be looking like, okay, let me see what happened. Maybe it's not my time. So I look at things like that. I wouldn't say, oh, screw this job and let me go find something else. I'm not that type of person. So I would just figure out what I need to improve on and then, try again.
T, you qualified for the job. Would you actually quit a job if you don't,
Nah, I ain't gonna quit. I'm gonna go to the person who got the job and say, how the fuck they give you the position that I was trying to get? It's like, nah, I was just joking. That's so unprofessional. But nah, I wouldn't quit. I would do like Siobhan said. I'd find out what went wrong, whatever, and try to, fix it. Make it right for next time.
I guess I'm different because I have quit a couple of jobs when I felt when I felt like I ain't get what I wanted. I rolled out like I felt like I didn't get a bonus that
No, go ahead, finish.
I felt like I didn't get a bonus that I deserved and I quit. I felt like I ain't get like a promotion. Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm out of here. Like, yeah.
Now if I feel like the promotion is okay, what I'm trying to say is like if I'm not doing so well in the position that I'm in, like my lifestyle wise, and I need that promotion to better my lifestyle, then I quit if I don't get it. But if I'm like him and I'm already making good money, I'm already at a top level, and I just want the promotion just because that's extra money. Everybody want a promotion. Then I'll just, like I said, I'll stay and then try to get the promotion or whatever again next time.
Yeah, but then I think with him, within this position that he was in, it wasn't no more promotions. It was even that's where you was about to be at. And he didn't. It wasn't like he lost anything. You're right, because a bigger company came and kind of got him, kept him. But still, it's like, man, I literally just slept with a lady with worms for this job.
He thought he was gonna be in charge.
Don't keep talking about her like that, bro.
I don't know, but like I said, I have quit jobs based off of not getting promotion or not getting bonuses or not getting something I whistling. Like, hold up, I ain't get that? Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're not a good worker, Reg.
Huh?
You're not a good worker. Dang.
Yeah,
That's just reality check.
Yeah.
Reality check.
No, these were jobs that I felt like I was the dude. This one of the jobs I actually done that in. One of the workers actually came to me and was like, "Man, this dude be bragging on you all the time, talking about y'all don't want no money before he come in and this, that, and the third. Ooh. But when the time came and I ain't get one,
oh yeah,
dude, like nah, like I was out of there." So. He decided not to quit. Martin kind of convinced him, hey, nah, you can't quit once you've seen him. But I thought, when I was watching the movie, one of the points I wanted to just ask, how did y'all like Scrange entrance into the banquet? T.
I loved it.
I
loved it. She was whipping them white bammers like slaves. Yeah, carry that black queen to that stage. Yeah, that's right. I'm not racist at all, y'all. I just love my people. That's all.
Siobhan, what did you think about it?
I thought it was dope. I just wonder how if I would have freaked out if I was on the inside of that box and it was dark in there for all that long time. That was a dope entrance, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange was wild.
Yeah, she was.
Strange was wild. Strange.
Scrange.
Yeah.
Scrange definitely was wild.
Yeah.
One of the moments in the banquet is when Eddie Murphy actually ran into Holly Berry. And, Holly Berry basically let her know, hey, you're looking for so-and-so. And of course, she was like, oh, yeah, because she's such a beautiful, And she begins to compliment Jacqueline at the time. Do you think, I'm going to start with you, Siobhan, even though it's a man question, do you think women have much more freedom to compliment women than men have to compliment men?
Absolutely. It's not socially acceptable for a man, depending upon what the man is complimenting him on. Like, man, I like that shape up. What's your barber name or something like that? You may be able to get away with it, but it's only certain things a man can say to another man.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You ain't got to ask me. She absolutely right. You better not, Reg, you better never come to me and be like, hey, T, you look cute as hell today, bro. That's a nice ass outfit you got on, man. You looking cute, shoulders looking all strong and everything. We no longer friends, Reg. I can't be your friend. You paying too much attention to me.
Men don't do that. We say stuff, and that's the problem. We do indirect stuff. We see a nigga that's looking good, we be like, nigga, what you dressed all up for?
Yeah.
We basically saying, nigga, you look fly. You gotta throw them clothes on.
Yeah.
That's how we compliment.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga,
you better take it and roll with it, nigga.
Huh?
That's all you better take it and roll with it.
That's all you
That's all you gonna get from me.
With shoes or something, but that's probably about it.
Yeah. But we have to compliment in such still a hard way. Like if T got some nice shoes, I'm like, man, them joints fly. I ain't really saying you look good.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's how we gotta. Man, that's a nice shirt. Where you get that joint from?
Yeah.
I ain't saying you look good. I'm saying the shirt look good.
Right.
How me and Red's relationship is, he'll say something like that, like, what you doing with that shirt on? That shirt look too good for you to be wearing. I'm like, you just mad because you can't wear it, nigga. That's how we talk trash when we compliment each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's a backhand compliment.
That's a backhand compliment. That's the only way we can do it.
Or you be like, oh, niggas think they fly because they got a haircut now.
Right.
Or whatever. Just say you got a nice haircut, man. That's all you gotta say. Dude, guys,
you know we can't say that. You know we can't say that. Now, they end up in the meeting, and of course, Scrange, she's about to get her perfume brand, and dude let her know, hey, look, smell this. This is the essence of sex. She took off her underwear, T, and she rubbed it in his face. What would you have done at that particular moment?
I was like, oh, you freaky, huh? Take my card. Take my card. I shoot up my card. Take my. I would not have been offended. I'm like, you right. Take my card, Strong J.
Siobhan. They throwing the drawers around.
So you saying if Strong J did that to me as a woman?
I don't know. I didn't know how to pose this question as you.
Yeah.
Like, because I think a dude, if it would have been a dude, I think everybody would have got buck wild. I think it was, again, is widely accepted.
Yeah.
Certain stuff women do, men can't get away with.
I think it would have had to still have been her doing it to me as the person that was, testing the perfume. That I would be just like totally caught off guard one, and then just like get that out of my face, and I probably would have just walked out. That's just nasty.
That's what he did. He just walked out.
Yeah,
he was mad. He got tickled. Little weird dude. He was weird. Marcus tickled him. Marcus tickled him. He's like, all this shit, hopping back in the room and shit.
I don't know. Depending on how they smell, I think that probably would have put the.
Yeah,
I don't think I would let her. I don't think I'd have gave her the chance to actually take her drawers and put them in my face. I think that's another component to it. Like, did I literally give her the opportunity to put her drawers in my face? Like,
you watch them come to your nose.
Yeah. Just my reflexes. Look at them goddamn drawers on my face. What's wrong with you? Like, them goddamn drawers on my face. Like, I don't think I could have done that. Like,
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Now, he ended up setting up a meeting with Robin Givens at the time, Jacqueline, and he catch her outside talking to the neighbor. Do y'all think if anything, she was more jealous of the women, or did she have any true intent of actually trying to help him? Did she actually want Marcus, or did she have any true intent of trying to just help them? Siobhan.
She was throwing salt. She wanted him, and it was evident later on that she wanted him.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want nobody else to have him. She wanted things to work out between them. So yeah, she wanted him for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I don't really have much to say about that.
Yeah, that's all she was a hating mother.
She was.
That's all she really dug whistling.
Yeah.
But him being, the dynamic between them two, for some reason you can see she played the role excellent. Mm-hmm. She was sort of like a tomboy, and he was this fly guy, kind of smooth. Would that have turned you off? Would you get turned off by somebody that's a hard-nosed tomboy T? I doubt that very serious. I think that might turn you on more. But I ain't the question.
No.
Look at this.
I don't know why you think that.
Yeah. What?
What she did wouldn't turn me off. I just had to switch my strategy up to get the draws that night. He was giving up and getting down and out of himself. You know what I'm saying? I understand where he coming from though, because it's situations where you might have a girl come over, a little female friend come over, and she know what she coming over for, but then she act like she don't know what she coming over for. Now that would piss me off. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't. I mean, of course he wanted to try a hit, but the plan wasn't from her. It wasn't to have sex. It was just to have a meeting. So he couldn't be too mad about the situation playing out like that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I wouldn't have got mad. I would just switch my game up.
You switch your game up?
Yeah.
Siobhan, you want to sit in the house and play the game. He cooked for you. He ain't trying to watch no basketball or trying to watch no football, especially on you. You got your tickets in your hand. Like
that would turn me off, because I want to, play the game and do different stuff, and like let's come and eat and play the game and eat at the same time.
No, we ain't trying to eat. Like,
He could have been rubbing her back while she watching the game. You know what I'm saying?
Be supportive. This is good. You ought to like I like sports.
If you dated a man that didn't care for sports, that didn't really like them, would that ever turn you off?
Yeah, because I like, especially football. I like to watch football on Sundays. If you don't like watching football on Sundays, what you doing with your life? Like, what's?
Yeah.
I mean,
hold up, I don't watch football on Sundays.
I don't think Tiapa don't.
I understand. Like
I don't
you,
even watch the games. I love football and all that, but I just don't be watching the games.
we
My
gotta let
anxiety, my
your
anxiety be
anxiety.
kicking in when I watch them games. Yeah, man. Especially after that, what happened to that ticket that time. I don't even watch the games no more. Yeah, you know.
But
Yeah, I don't even
that's
watch.
the fun of it to be able
Look,
to
Hell
I
nah.
go up
remember
and down
even
watching
in
the
that
game.
game, I remember coming in the house and they was already down by 14. And I was like, no.
I
That's
like it. It's an
$100,000.
adrenaline rush. You know, you never
Hell
know who's gonna
nah.
win from week to week. I like it. You gotta watch all the
Yeah,
games to be
yeah.
able to see.
I don't know. I do. You know, I'm with you. I understand what you're saying, T. I do sit there, but I think me cursing out the TV calms me down. Like, me yelling at the TV soothes me. Like that's my pleasure.
Yeah,
Like the try,
it's fun.
Yeah, I
it
watch a
actually
lot of
do.
boxing.
Mm.
Yeah. So, David Allen Greer character. What was his name?
Gerard.
Gerard. Gerard was dating Holly Berry, and they couldn't even make it out of the house because they couldn't even figure out where they wanted to go to eat. I'm gonna start with you, Siobhan. More so, would you find it attractive or cute if a guy was very accommodating and kind of like the so like ready to go with the flow with everything? Would that have been attractive?
No. If he what Jill Scott say? If he can't tell me what to do, he can't tell
You
me
can't
what to
tell.
do. But if he can tell me what to do, he can tell me what to do. I need
Yeah.
some type of confidence now, not abusive or anything like that, but give me an assertiveness. I like a man that's assertive. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. T, could you date a woman that was so easygoing? Like, where you going? We can do whatever you want to do. Like, like whatever
I
you
probably
like.
can. I probably can. I probably can for a little while, but I let her know like, yeah, come on, man, you gotta make some type of decision. I know you don't want to do everything I want to do, but
Yes, you do. Whatever,
Holly Berry, and whatever the dude name is, they had
Gerard.
this is the way I picture their relationship. Will and Jada. That's how they look. Like Will and Jada. Like,
That's
I think that's
wrong.
how Will Smith is with Jada. I'm
No.
just saying.
You think? No.
He probably real like, are you okay? I'm sorry, apologizing for everything all the time and all that. Nah,
No.
but I mean, he was a cornball in the movie.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was.
And that's the character he basically played. I thought about it of and seeing him like that, but it was like you was really a weak character. Like they made you weak, and they picked the right guy to play
Yeah,
a weak
They
character.
did, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
Holly Berry wanted to have sex that night.
Huh?
I feel like Holly Berry wanted to give him something that night, but he just wasn't going
I
for
feel
it.
like she would have.
Yeah,
I
like
felt
when he
like
was
he
about to
was a more
leave.
assertive guy. Yeah,
Yeah, if he would have
She
stepped up,
wasn't
you
feeling.
know.
She wasn't feeling him like that. She wanted Marcus.
yeah. I don't know. I think
He
she.
still
I
could have
don't
hit.
know. Yeah,
It was
I
like
feel
she
like
ain't had none in a long time, and you
she
Oh.
know,
seemed like she was real easy going because Marcus
yeah, the
ain't
kiss and
he.
shit.
Yeah, you know. So, what would you have done, T? And I'm gonna start with you with this one. What would you have done if the tactics that you usually do to get a woman don't work?
Shit. Shit, I mean, I don't do no fella. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I'm playing. I'm just talking shit. Nah, I'm talking shit. You gotta go about it a different way. You gotta be quick on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what it is that caused your tactics not to work and readjust everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying? Yeah, they come back.
come back.
That's all.
Siobhan.
Yeah.
So look, this happened to me. I used to do certain things that I knew guys would like, and then I met a guy that wasn't really, he wasn't impressed by that. So I had to switch it up. I stop trying to do stuff that I thought they would like. And it forced me to be myself instead of trying to work so hard to please. It's like, okay, let me just put the trick bag down and just be me and do what I want.
Yeah.
So
I remember being younger. I was really a one trick pony. So if you didn't like that trick, I was on to the next one. Like
on to the next person.
I was on to the next person. Like, it wasn't even like, because I was growing up, I was the joker. Like, make the jokes. Oh, he's so funny. If you don't find me funny,
you said that
all games are over. Like I'm nothing else I got to offer.
Yeah.
Like at that time, like now, of course, and even matter of fact, now, if you don't find whatever I'm doing to kind of like woo you, it's on to the next one. I wouldn't even waste time.
Mm-hmm.
But I like challenges.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't like challenging that way.
I'm gonna get that. That's what I'm gonna say.
Because you want to know why? Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, and then I'll say that.
Because I feel like when you meet somebody and you elevate yourself to kind of like woo them, that personality begins to be like that chase, the thrill of the chase starts to be exciting. But when that person finally like lets down their guard and kind of give in to you, their whole personality, that facade they put up, come down. All of a sudden now you're no longer attracted to them because they don't have that same personality that you chase. Like the thrill of chases be gone.
Guess what?
What?
I don't care. Because guess what? Because I'm leaving anyway.
Yeah,
I just had to conquer. I had to seek and destroy. And once the mission was accomplished, I'm gone. Because you ain't gonna turn down my first attempts when I was being genuine, and then I come back around, I just switch my game plan up, and you make me work on hard, then you finally give it to me. Guess what? I'm gone now. You should have gave it to me when you had me, because I could have treated you right.
These poor women.
But that's what I was basically saying too.
I'm just joking, y'all.
It do mess
up. Nah. Speak for me. Talk of nah. They ain't speak for me.
Now, again, here we go. How many of y'all, or which one of y'all did y'all understand what low sperm count was back then, or when did you figure that out? T.
I took sex education in junior high, so I learned about all that type of stuff. So I know what that meant. Low sperm count. Yeah, I learned about that in school, so it wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like what you want me to say?
Yeah.
It didn't dawn on me what it was. I just learned the words to the movie, but I didn't know what it was, what it meant back then.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't think I knew what a low sperm count was until down in my 30s. Like I really like low sperm count. Like when you hear low sperm count, before you educate yourself, when you hear low sperm count, you think basically like a person not being able to like come like that. Like you got a low sperm count, like you can't come. Like that's how I'm hearing it. And it wasn't until I got older till I started like saying other stuff that actually, would change the narrative of, and explain what it was, how it can be reversed and stuff like that. But at first, I didn't know what the heck it was. And that was one of the funniest parts. This is a side note. That was one of the funniest parts of the movie. When he said, at least my wife ain't leave me for no dog.
That was. And he started rolling in the road. He said, I'd have fucked him up if I could have kept him. That was one of the funniest parts.
I don't see how I wonder how many takes they had to do with that. I wouldn't have been able to.
Why you had to go there? If he ain't know that karate.
Hey, I started cracking up so hard on that part.
That was funny. I want to go watch that right now just for that part.
That part is one of the most hilarious part. That part is one of the most hilarious parts in the whole movie. How long we been on this?
I don't know. It's been a
We probably
while.
got like
We
15
passed the
minutes with
time.
because we started like 8:15 or something.
Yeah. I wanted to know if y'all want to do a part 2 to this and do the other act, because we got like about 25 more questions
I mean, I will. When you want to do it?
next week. But I
Nah,
want
do
to
it this
do,
week.
huh? Oh, you want to do
Do
it
it this
later this
week.
week? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't do it later this week.
Oh.
Like Thursday or something?
Mm-mm.
Because we got a lot more questions. Like, now, hold up. So, since we still going right now, T, what would you have done, or would you have wanted to buy that coat in the store once you realized the clerk was racist?
Hell no. No, not at all. I'd have cussed his ass out too. They
Yeah.
better than me. Yeah.
He said we don't have layaway in the store. Like
Right.
I might have smacked the shit out of him. You know, I got anger issues.
Siobhan,
Huh.
what would you have done?
No, I'm not buying. I'm not spending my money there. He would have annoyed me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have tried to spend my money to prove that I got it. Like that's stupid. I don't wanna support that store.
I remember Oprah Winfrey telling a story when she was in France, and she actually done that in, I think it was the Louis Vuitton store.
Something like that.
And because the guy didn't want to sell it to her, they didn't know who she was. She made it, because they clapping for it like if she was doing something big, but she made it her business to buy it because he didn't want to sell it.
Yeah.
And then when the manager found out, oh yeah, ooh, she made it her business to literally buy it. And that was the most ignorant stuff I ever heard somebody do. I remember working in construction some years ago, and it was I don't know if the lady was racist, but she wasn't polite. And there was a hot dog stand right across the street from the construction site I was working at. I just felt she just had a bad energy. Seemed like she had an attitude. I walked about about a block over on 7th Street at the Navy. No, I was with Bank of America at the time, and I got some money out of there, and I end up buying something from the hot dog stand not too far right there. Her personality was so, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. She was chatty, this, that, and the third. From then on, even though I knew I was going to waste about 15 minutes of my 30-minute lunch break, I made it my business to always go to her.
Yeah.
I would not spend my money with a racist company just to show them that I have it.
Yeah.
And wasn't she buying it for a white woman? Crystal, I think it was her best friend's daughter. She was buying it for her best friend's daughter. She was buying it because I think she had got all A's, or she had done real good in school, and she wanted the purse. So she was buying it for like her best friend daughter or something like that. But I thought that was so ignorant that you're going to prove to them, you're going to prove to the racist person that you can afford this and you're going to get it, and you're going to give them your money to prove a point. Like,
but I think it does do your heart a little good to see the look on their face when they realize that you do got it. But I don't
Shit, they still get her money. They like, shit, I don't give a fuck about her buying it. I still got her money, and I still don't like her black ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again. Make her buy some more stuff.
Uh-huh.
But they just work there. It ain't their store. But I still wouldn't have shopped.
But for you, you're right. You just work there, but you got to remember, especially in retail stores. I never really worked in them, but I know a lot of people who work in retail stores like that. They get commission off stuff like that. So if you get commission, I literally just paid you some money after you just discriminated against me, and I don't see that as something that I actually would have ever done.
Yeah.
Now they end up just to fast forward a little bit. Now they end up in New Orleans. They end up sleeping together. If you ever dated a coworker, do you think y'all still need to hold a level of professionalism in the office? Siobhan.
Yes, you do. You don't need to be acting like y'all at home when you at work. I still think you need to keep it professional and say what y'all do after work. After work.
T.
Of course you do, because that can give off the perception of favoritism a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If I see you and her, she your boss, you might earn certain things and accomplishments, but I'm gonna think she just giving them to you because you screwing her, and that's gonna cause some friction between me and you. So I told you, if you get that raise and I don't get it, I'ma holler at you. So yeah.
I think it's still, a lot of jobs have certain commingling, what they call it, certain
Fraternizing.
rules. Huh?
Don't fraternize or something like that.
Fraternizing rules. Certain jobs have fraternizing rules where you got to disclose your relationships. Y'all can't be in the same area.
Yeah.
They can't be your subordinate and things of that nature. So I think if especially if you don't know how concrete the relationship is, it's definitely it's definitely important to make sure y'all keep it as discreet as possible. Dating your coworker, we already talked about that. That's already a hard thing because now I'm gonna be watching you when you entertaining other people, because people know that, yeah, man, so and so fat as a mug today, the conversation that dudes have.
So what's going
Now I
on?
gotta sit there with the strange face as he compliments the woman I'm messing with.
Hey, Red, so now the problem comes up. What you gonna do about her work husband? You knew she had a work husband before she started messing with you. Now you the dude. Yeah, what's up with the work? You gotta holler at that work husband. Tell him you gotta chill,
No,
right?
she gotta holler at the work husband. I think she gotta put the work husband in
But he
check.
buy her lunch every day.
She gotta buy him lunch. Yeah, she gotta stop bringing it. I bought lunch, yeah. But see, that's the type of stuff that goes in, and this is why you shouldn't date a coworker.
I disagree. You can find
this is
love
how
anywhere.
this is how you shouldn't date coworkers.
Don't listen to her.
Love.
She getting y'all in trouble. That's that drama she giving y'all. That's false love right there.
No,
She's gonna turn to a lot of trouble.
Job, I have seen so many success stories, so I believe it can happen. It just depends on where you work.
So you said you've seen so many success stories.
A lot.
Have you ever heard of unsuccess stories?
There are some ones that didn't make it, but it's not a lot.
It's not a lot. So a lot of people in your office kind of date.
Mm-hmm. And get married.
Yeah, they some freaks over there.
What
company you work for? What company you work for?
I can't say.
No, I'm playing.
I work in DC.
I'm just joking.
I still disagree.
Her work relationship worked out. See that?
Christian said her work relationship worked out.
Exactly.
Christian, you and your work relationship, y'all not. If I feel like when y'all at each other every day, y'all wasn't seeing each other every day. When you walk in, they walk in. When you walk out, they walk out. When they go, everything is being done at the same token. And then you got to think about it. If I decide not to go to lunch with you today, is this going to be a problem?
It might have some work. It can work out. Trust me. You can work.
Did you tell your work, Kristen? Did you tell your work husband about your other dude?
Don't stop. Don't.
I know y'all women.
Don't stop.
I know y'all women don't be telling y'all work husbands about these niggas y'all got.
No, they don't. You know they don't.
Where did you find these work husbands at? I ain't never had me one.
Y'all got them work husbands. I know y'all got the work husbands. Oh, that's that bullshit.
I never had
okay.
Okay. After, evidently Marcus is sprung at this particular time. Mm-hmm. He felt like, man, New Orleans was fire. they done the daggone thing. They doing it up. He damn near ready to propose to the woman. If you didn't had a good, good night with a person, y'all enjoyed y'all time. You thought y'all was on the same token, and you asking the person when the next time we see him, and they was like, man, I hit you back. See, do you feel like, you could have still like waited on that person if that
No,
person let you know, like, look, I'm kind of busy, but I'll let you know when I got some free time for you.
no. Well, I'm not gonna sit by the phone and wait. Well, your free time is my free time, and when you call, maybe I'll answer, maybe I won't, because I might be busy. You know what I'm saying? You got me messed up. I'm Marcus. You got Marcus messed up. He needed to remember who he was. He needs to look at himself in the mirror and be like, I'm Marcus. You know what I'm saying? She must have had some torchy though.
She must
This
have. She
nigga.
must have.
I was saying that the whole movie. She got some torchy.
Siobhan, y'all had a
So,
good night. And he tells you, man, look, I'll get back to you when I got some free time.
no, I'm not sitting waiting around because I take that as okay. I'm not a priority after all of that I done did. I'll put out all my tricks, and you still okay? Nah. So I would just go on about my business. Do things I want to do.
Let me ask y'all something. Because I noticed like she was displaying her dominance in bed with him. You
Yeah,
notice she
she
was
was.
always on top.
She was.
She was displaying her dominance. That's the way y'all women be displaying y'all dominance right there. Like a woman don't want to let you get on top, don't want to change position. She just want to get on top. That means she just there to get hers and get up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I
I,
kind of like the way she played it though because of who she did it to because that's all he was doing. So he met his match finally. Somebody. I like how chill she was being.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this, since you like the chillness, but
Yeah.
I guess you just said it. Would you have let him pencil you in 2 weeks later?
If it no, I would have been busy probably. I probably would have just been like, no, I got something to do, and then push it back 2 more weeks or something. Because I gotta, you ain't finna just control me like a little puppet. Let me see if I'm
yeah,
available.
you tripping.
T,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have let them you wouldn't have let them pencil
Nah,
you in?
I'd have said pencil me in because she got the torchy. Pencil me in. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna knock you down in 2 weeks. But after that, I'm Marcus. I'm gonna pencil you in. I'm gonna pencil you in because I got to turn the tables. So when that 2 weeks come, I'm getting on top. I'm changing the positions. I'm gonna reverse some roles because I don't like how I'm acting. I'm not being myself.
It's
So
a
I got to
power
switch that
struggle.
energy. Yeah, I gotta switch that energy around.
I'm gonna tell you a true story happened to me in the '90s. You know
What?
my story started in the '90s.
What?
True story. I remember somebody like a woman I was very much attracted to, and she kind of like, no exaggeration, honest truth. This
Not.
back in the phone booth days.
Uh,
I'm on the phone booth, and she kind of screamed on me so bad, like, but I'm chasing like Marcus. And the only thing that got me out of AT, no exaggeration, I looked at the phone booth and shook my head like, and I ended up getting back on the phone and like telling her, nah, I'm good, like blah blah blah. Like I had to
Yeah.
remember who I was.
Remember who you are, man.
But at first,
wait a minute.
T, I was letting her pencil me in. T.
Not
I was letting
red. Not red.
Slim. I was on the phone booth. I'm literally at the phone, like on the phone booth,
Yeah,
not
I
like,
remember fumble.
yeah, and I look, sorry, excuse me, like, I had to
Shay,
shake my head, Riz.
Shay said you ain't shit.
Shay, you wasn't around for the phone booth days.
That was the
Shay.
days you had to find a quarter. Yeah, because
Wasn't around for the
you
phone
had a
booth.
beeper, so you had to call that number back that paged you.
I was
Shay.
mad when the phone booth went up to 35 cents.
Yeah, hey Shay, he grabbed that. Yeah, that wasn't the '80s, that was the '90s. Man, the phone booth was the place to be. I don't know
That
what y'all
was.
talking about.
It was.
After she stood you up though, T. Now had you accepted that too, because you said you about to change position. After you stood you up, would you just have let her came over your house?
Yeah. I'm hitting that. It was good. I don't care what she do, Rez. I'm knocking her down. I'm knocking her down. I wouldn't even have did all that complaining he was doing. I was worried about you. You had me this and you had me that.
He
Nah,
he
she
was
gonna come
already.
in. She come in, I'm be like, man, you stood me up. She like, this, that. Will you forgive me? In the back of my head, I'm like, I know I want hit. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I forgive you. She get taking the coat off. I definitely forgive you. I don't even know what happened after just now. None of that matters anymore. You gotta think about the end goal, man. Think about the end goal.
I know the end goal.
It's different between men and women, though. I believe y'all can do that. For a woman, no, you're not just gonna come and go like you feel like it when you feel like it. No, I'm asleep.
So you're not even answering the door. So you're not even worried.
You not wasting my time. You ain't calling nothing to tell me you wasn't coming, and then you just gonna show up with a little flower and think that's gonna be it with some boxer briefs on or something in your trench coat. No,
but you gone off him though. You whipped though. But you whipped.
My feelings.
You gonna let him in, Siobhan? I know you gonna let him in. She gonna let him in, Red.
I'm going to sleep. It's late. It's raining too. I'm tired.
Yeah,
that's right, Shay. She playing chestnut checkers. You right, because I'm gonna get them draws.
Y'all have that luxury. Y'all can do that. No,
let me tell you this. As good as Robin Gibbon looked, when she opened that trench coat, let me tell you this. Like T said, he was doing all that complaining.
Yeah.
But in the back of his mind, he knew how good the sex was when she was like, well, let me just go ahead and go. He was like, look.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. Let me calm down.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm tripping. Let's just rethink this. Like, I'm not about to let her walk back out this door. Like, I literally let her pencil me in.
Yeah.
I'm not about to let her walk back out this door.
Yeah, take that appointment.
I'm with T. When she said, yeah, that must mean you forgive me. I'd have been like, yeah, that's oh, you knew you was wrong. That's why you came over in your drawers.
Y'all can do that kind of stuff. We can't.
Yeah. Women look a whole lot more sexy in lingerie than a dude looking some butt.
Exactly. What, you gonna have some elephant trunks or something with the thing?
He got some boxer brief and some goddamn Yeezy slides. Like, what? Oh, I thought this was sexy.
I'm sorry.
Okay. T, do you still think that her actions was very inconsiderate? Or was he just that much in love?
Nah, her actions was inconsiderate. You left me standing out there. I paid for these tickets and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at least you showed up at the end of the night. That was considerate. You made up for your inconsideration with some consideration. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about that's my big
Riz, at the end of the day, Riz, I was smashing. It doesn't matter. I'm smashing.
We gotta do the smash.
I'm smashing, Riz. Listen, Riz, let me tell you this. She could have showed up to the show with another nigga, right? and I'd have stormed off and got mad and went home. And she could have came to me and was like, no, it wasn't like that. This, that, and the third. That was somebody I was having a business meeting with. Woody woo. I bought this for you and took the trench coat off, and I'm going to forgive her. Yes, I'm going to smash. Come in, hold me. Yeah, because that's my night to hit. Long as that nigga ain't hit on my night to hit, I'm still smashing.
On my night.
But she penciled me in.
Oh, man.
She was very inconsiderate. She played him. She knew exactly what she was doing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was down bad. He was supposed to reverse them roles, man.
Yeah, he got sucked in.
She was petty though. She did something petty in that movie.
Yeah. This is the last question because it is getting late and I do gotta get up for work. But would y'all have, if let's hypothetically, Siobhan, you actually let him come in and it's raining, like it's late, I just want to talk, like this, that, and third, and you happen to let him in. Mm-hmm. Would you have took that $200?
Yeah, I would have took that. I done spent my money. $200 was a lot back in the 90s to go to a show. I'm taking my money. I would have felt some type of way about it, but I'm taking my money.
You taking your money? You taking your money?
At least that, sure. Give me some money back.
T, you taking that $200?
Hell yeah. And I'm not gonna feel bad about it, because they only get paid $40 these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 200 right there. I'm definitely taking a 2.
He
I'm like, I
pulled
must
them
have put it
covers
down.
up.
She gave my money back.
He felt so cheap. He pulled them covers up.
I
He
wouldn't have felt
said,
like that.
she
I'm,
I
said,
wouldn't have
I'm,
felt like
I'm,
that.
I'm with you. I'd have let her give me that. When she asked that when she asked and made the statement, should I just give you the $200 back? I'd be like, yeah.
Yes.
You
yeah,
know,
give me the
Yeah.
I
money.
probably wouldn't have said give me the
Fuck
two.
wrong
I'd
with
say just give me the 100 that I had to pay for your goddamn ticket.
you?
Like I'd have
Give me
took
the
the money.
2.
You know, I
Give
have
me
no
give me the
problem.
2. Give
Huh?
me the 2. Give me the 2 because I didn't even get to see the
Give me
show.
two.
Give me the 2.
Exactly. He's standing outside. He ain't even here. So
Yeah. Give me the
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. So we coming to the end of the show. I don't think it'll be right for us to do a rating right now because there's still a lot more questions that I have. We're gonna have to actually get in these questions on a later date. We're gonna actually pose it. I don't know if we're gonna do it next week or the week after, but we definitely going to do another show. And actually do it if one of the other homeboys come on, we'll ask them some of the beginning questions, but we'll actually get through the remainder of these questions. We left off at $200, yeah. So, thanks for everybody watching. Shay, you need to get in the bed, get that homework done. Thanks for everybody liking it. I've seen a lot of hearts. We appreciate everybody watching. Peace out till next time.
All right, y'all.